Hi YouTube, it's your girl Lisa. I'm back and I want to start off this video by apologizing for not going live yesterday. Something really unexpected happened yesterday and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been keeping my cool for 2 days and I can't do it anymore. So something unexpected happened yesterday. No one died. So I've been telling you guys how my grandfather has been sick, for these past couple weeks. He hasn't been able to eat. And I told you guys how he has this mass where his stomach begins and his esophagus ends. Well, they did a biopsy on this mass to see if it was cancerous because my grandfather has had cancer in the past, and he beat it. He's a prostate cancer survivor. And so basically, what happened yesterday was I was actually planning on going live. What happened was literally, I was literally like, I had my thing ready on my computer to go live, and I ended up not going live. My mom came home and she was like in a state of panic, in a state of like, she was like rushing. She rushed to go to the bathroom and she came out and she pulls her phone out and she's like, I have to call Nani Nana. Nana's not doing well. And I have to call Nana's doctor because they want him in the hospital. And I'm like, wait, what happened? And she starts telling me that he's getting weak and lethargic. He's not able to eat. When he does eat, he throws up. He's just not doing good. So I'm like, okay, let's go see him. So we went and we got like a smoothie because he, for him, liquids are more easy for him to like consume versus solids because they go down easier. Um, so we got him a smoothie from this place called Nectar. It's really good. And we went there. He didn't want the smoothie. And my mom was like, we're going to take you to the hospital because you're not getting nutrition because you can't eat. You're not able to get water because you can't drink. So you're dehydrated. No, he doesn't have dementia. Let me explain it. So he goes, okay. So he gets up, we pack his stuff. My Nani is like an emotional mess. Nani is grandma and Nana is grandpa for anyone that doesn't speak Hindi. I just realized that I'm calling them grandma and grandpa in Hindi. I apologize about that. That's just like how I was raised. Um, so we pack up his shit and we go to the emergency room. And right away, this ER that we went to was amazing. We put him in a wheelchair because he was too weak to walk. And right away, they took him in. And my mom's a nurse, so my mom like did all the talking, and my mom told him everything. And my mom's also kind of like the translator because he's deaf, and sometimes it's easier for him to hear stuff if it's in his own language. Mind you, my grandpa speaks like four different languages, but like Hindi is his first language. So he speaks like Tamil, which is another Indian language, and he speaks like Urdu, which is Pakistani language, but it's basically the same as Hindi. Um, and he speaks Arabic too, I think. But so my mom goes with him because he's hard of hearing, so it just helps. Um, they took him in, they gave him an IV, and he actually was in the ER a couple weeks ago, actually on Mother's Day, for the same thing to get IV fluids. So I thought he was just gonna go, they were gonna give him an IV, and he was gonna come home because that's what they did last week, or whenever Mother's Day was. That's what they did. So they put him in, and then about 2 hours later, they tell us that they feel like he needs to stay, um, because he doesn't have enough nutrition, and they don't want to send him home. He's real. If you look at him, he's really skinny. He looks sick. So we're like, okay, let him stay. Um, so me and my mom were going home, and his doctor calls with the pathology reports. And I kid you not, I went into like a state of like shock. I froze because my mom has Bluetooth in her car. So when you call her, your voice like it blasts over the speakers. So he calls, and I don't speak like medical terminology and all that, but I understand a little bit. And um, the doctor starts talking to my mom, and he said that his mass is cancerous. And I mean, my heart, like, I just, I didn't want to believe it. That's like one of my biggest fears was that his cancer was going to come back and we were going to have to go through the same thing again. And so when he said it was cancer, I froze. I was like, what? I literally was like, and I just tried my hardest to not like bust out crying. Um, and so originally what we were going to do was we were going to keep it a secret because in my family, my Indian family, people talk shit and people spread the news really fast. And the thing is, in Indian families, people don't know how to visit people in the hospital. They come and they sit there and they chat with you all day long and they come in clusters. It's not one person, it's like 5 people at a time. And we want my Nana to rest. This is a man that is going through one of the hardest sicknesses that you can go through. He needs his rest. And he's not going to be able to rest if you're constantly coming to visit him. Yes, they come in clusters. So we already told the nurses and the doctors to limit his visitors because he needs to rest. This is a man that hasn't eaten in, he has a private room. So yeah, but usually there's a limit. And also, you guys aren't going to believe me, but my grandpa is actually a famous comedian back home in Fiji. So he has a lot of fans and a lot of support. So like when he's sick, news spreads really fast. So we're trying to like, we don't want everyone to know yet. Obviously, like his close family knows that he has cancer, but we don't want other people to get involved yet because in my family, we have like Muslims and the Hindus, and the Muslim people are the ones that really piss me off. Not because they're Muslim or anything, but it's because they're telling the sick man who can barely walk to go to the masjid and donate. How can a man who cannot walk go to a masjid and donate? How can a man who is so weak tell me? I, I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I'm like, you're joking, right? How is he going to get there? He's going to fly? Like, it just really irritates me. And we want him to get rest. So, we found out he had cancer. And I'm a very positive person. As you guys know, I actually had a dog that passed from cancer. So cancer hits home for me. And so I'm being very positive. I'm not talking about what could happen, what the worst could happen. I'm a very positive person. The problem is we have very negative people in my family. And some of them aren't negative, they just don't know how to say things at the right time. For example, last night we broke the news to my grandma that her husband has cancer. And what does my aunt do? Not even 10 minutes after finding out that her husband has cancer, she starts saying, "So, what are we going to do when he dies? Do we have money to bury him and take him to a funeral home?" And me and my cousin and my mom are just looking at her like she just fucking found out that her husband has cancer again. That's the first motherfucking thing you want to say? Are you serious? We don't even know what stage it is. We don't even know if he's going to. First of all, I can tell you right now, I would be shocked if he died because my grandfather is a fighter. This man is 82 years old. He's not retired. If it were up to him, he'd be at work right now. But he's too weak. I know he's not going to die. He's a fighter. He beat cancer once already. He's going to beat it again. I just couldn't believe it. And my cousin was like yelling at her, like, why are you talking about death right now? And then her dumb ass goes, I'm not talking about death. I'm just saying I'm like, you want to be prepared. How come you're not having this conversation before he's sick? Why are you having it now? Better yet, why are you talking about it the first day that his wife finds out that he has cancer? I mean, who does that? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. So literally, I didn't go to bed till 1:30 in the morning. I literally spent half the day in the ER yesterday, and then yesterday at around 6:30 or 7, they took him from the ER to the cancer unit that they have. They have an oncology area, which basically is like a fancy word for, I guess, cancer. I don't know. Um, so he's now in a special cancer unit. And just saying that like breaks my heart. And I'm very close to my grandparents, as you guys know, and if you didn't know, I actually grew up speaking two different languages. I grew up speaking English and Hindi. Hindi is because my grandparents speak Hindi at home, and like I said, it's just easier for them. They speak both English and Hindi fluently, but when they're at home, Hindi is just what comes out. It's just natural. So that's how I picked it up, was because they always speak it. They always speak it around their grandchildren. They always speak it around family. So that's how I picked it up. So I'm very close with my grandparents, you know. Um, and so it breaks my heart that my grandfather has to go through something like this. And it breaks my heart that I can't be with him 24/7. I wish I could just sit there and be with him 24/7. Um, And I wanted to make this video because I know a lot of people have been blowing me up, getting mad at me, asking me why I'm not online, why I'm not messaging them fast enough. And I just want to say one thing. It's just that I have a lot on my plate right now. And right now, I want to focus on my grandfather's health. Um, Cancer is not, it's not, unfortunately, it is a sickness that you can overcome, but you know it does come back. In my grandfather's case, he was in remission and now it's back. um so it's stressful. This is someone that is like a second father to me, that is in the hospital right now, and they're talking about giving him a feeding tube because he can't eat normally. They want him to be certain. You have to be a certain weight for surgery. They're gonna do surgery to take his tumor out, but he's so skinny that if they were to take him right now, he's at a high risk for infection and stuff. So they're going to give him a feeding tube so that he can, you know, get nutrition and stuff. And then they're going to do chemo as well. He did radiation last time he had cancer, and now he's going to do chemo. And it breaks my heart. And I didn't think that I was going to start crying like in this live, but that's my grandfather, you know. And it's hard to look at him like that and to see him struggle and to see him not be able to eat. And it's not fair. It's not fair, because he's like the nicest man in the world, and he's a hard worker, and he's like the strongest person I ever met. And he went through a lot back in Fiji, you know what I'm saying. um he actually got arrested in Fiji for speaking Hindi a long time ago. You know how in Hawaii, when there was that war between Japan and Hawaii, and or USA, I guess, and if you were Japanese in Hawaii and you were caught like speaking Japanese, you get like arrested. Well, in Fiji, there was a coup because you know how the British people, well, if you didn't know, you know now, the British people brought Indians from India to Fiji to work the fields. So something happened in the government and there was a coup. And if you were caught talking to Indian people or speaking the language, like you face consequences. And like I said, my nana is multilingual. He speaks like four different languages because my nana has actually been to India, and in India there's many different languages that you speak. It's not just Hindi. If you go to India, depending on where you go, you have to learn a certain language. Now you are going to find people that do speak Hindi in different parts of India because Hindi is like primarily the main language, but like there are other languages that you do have to learn if you want to go to India, depending on where you want to go. Um, so my nana was caught speaking Hindi and they arrested him. And that's why my grandparents moved here. That's why my mom is here because it was dangerous. They couldn't even live there without being arrested for speaking their own language. So they all came here. So, my grandfather is a very strong person and it breaks my heart to see him so weak and see him so sick. And I'm not trying to be one of those people that's like, no, I don't want anyone to see him. I don't care if family comes to see him. But the thing is with my family is they don't know when to shut the fuck up. And somebody will go on Facebook and post that he's sick. And next thing you know, half of Fiji and half of India is coming to see him. I don't want that. He needs to rest. So that's why I wish I could be with him 24/7. So that way I could be there. And if I see 10 people walking in, I could say, oh, hell no. This is not about to happen. He needs to sleep. And the thing about these Indian people and these Fijian people is that a lot of them aren't educated enough, especially in the medical field, because in Fiji their medical field isn't the best. Here in America, we have a lot of technology and we have ways to cure people that they can't do back in Fiji. I mean, I don't know about now, but back then, yeah. So they don't understand a lot of the medical terminology. So it's hard to explain to them. Like my nanny, when we told her that he has cancer again, she starts saying, "Oh man, what if I get cancer because I eat all his leftovers?" I'm like, "It's not contagious. You can't get cancer that way." So it's hard. It's a really hard thing to go through. And I'm so stressed out right now. I couldn't even concentrate in class. All I could think about was going and seeing my nana, and I wish I could stay with him and just be with him like 24/7. Um um oh my god. Somebody made a whole video about Superman. Oh my god. Anyway, um it's just hard. And today I'm going to my best friend's boyfriend's 21st surprise birthday party. And I'm just so stressed out. I don't even know like what I'm gonna wear, how I'm gonna do my makeup, and I don't even know like, how long I'm gonna stay because I'm just so stressed. I don't want to go there and just be a Debbie Downer, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that my boyfriend is going to come with me. So that way, I have like a moral support. I mean, obviously my mom will be there and my dad's gonna be there too, and my cousin's gonna be there, but I want to be with my boyfriend. I'm with family 24/7. I just want to be with someone that's not my family. You know what I'm saying? And like, Okay, Superman, you can stop now. Um, it's just hard, and I think of Victoria as family. So it's like, I already told Victoria about my grandfather. The one thing that irritates me though is that my aunt wants to be prepared for when he dies, but like if you really cared, why are you having this conversation now? Why didn't you have it years ago before his cancer? Why are you having it now that he's in the hospital with cancer? Like if you really cared, you would have been had this conversation and it would have been done. Anyway, um, I'm just so stressed out. I just want to be alone. I don't want to talk to anyone. Um, And like my mom was telling me, she was like, "Can I forward all my calls to you because the family's calling her?" But the thing is I don't want to talk to family. So what do I do? Because if I don't answer it, it's gonna go to my voicemail, and then they're gonna think that I'm doing something. They're gonna look at me as this, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, I don't give a fuck what they think, but still, like, I'm not trying to, like, I don't want them to think of me as like this, It's just hard. Hold on, my nanny's calling, or she called me and I missed it, so I'm gonna call her back. My nanny just called and I went to call her back and she didn't answer. So I'm scared. Like, did something just happen? Like, I'm scared. I don't want to lose him like that. You know what I'm saying? In my life, I've lost so many people to such deadly stuff. I lost a family member to a car accident. I had a friend that was murdered. My dog died of cancer. You know, my grandma on my dad's side died of Alzheimer's disease, which is like dementia, but it's worse. Um, it's hard. So, if I don't reply to any of your messages, don't take it personally. Don't think that, oh, I'm trying to ignore you and I don't like you. It's not like that at all. I want to be alone and I want to be with my family right now. This is a hard time for everyone. And, you know, I just don't have the mindset to talk. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're messaging me and you're asking me all these questions, I'm not even thinking of answers. I'm thinking of my grandpa in the fucking hospital right now. That's all I can think of. That's all that's in my head. I couldn't even concentrate on my work. All I could think about is my poor grandpa in the hospital. So don't take it personally if I don't reply to your messages. See? Take Superman for example. I literally just said, don't take it personally if I don't reply to your message. And look what he just put. I lost you and the creeps won. Like, did I not just say? My phone is blurry. Like, look, the words are blurry, so you're good. That's the one thing I've noticed. Like, if I try to show you guys something that's on my phone, it comes out hella blurry. It's blurry. I mean, you want to freak out, you freak out. It's blurry. And so I went to visit my grandfather today in the hospital. And like I said, they moved him to oncology, which is a cancer area. Well, it specializes in cancer. I'm not going to say that it is a cancer area because you can be in oncology and not have cancer. You know, there's lots of reasons to be in oncology. Um, and right when I walked in, the doctor was talking to him about doing chemotherapy. I don't know how many times I've answered this question. I swear to God, I don't trust people I don't know. So, no, I don't trust the creeps. See, now he thinks I said I don't trust him. This is why I don't want to talk to anyone right now because I can't. I cannot be arguing with people right now. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm not at a good mindset to sit here and argue with people right now. I'm not. I can't. I can't even think properly right now. That's why I wanted to make this live and I'm going to save it as a video so if people miss it, they can watch this because I'm not always going to be near my phone. And even if I am near my phone, I'm not always going to be replying because right now I want to be with my family. I want to be with my grandpa. So I don't want people messaging me, you know, trying to say things like, "Oh, you don't like me because you're not replying to me. Oh, you hate. Oh, I lost." No, no, like no. I don't. And that's not even that's actually what really irritates me is that if I get up to go to the bathroom, people all of a sudden start saying, "Oh, wow, you're not my friend anymore because you're ignoring me." Like I'm going to pee. I can't pee. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like yes, there's going to be times where I'm not going to be able to reply. One, I'm a college student, so I'm in class during the mornings. Two, my grandfather is a cancer patient and I want to visit him. So if my busy life is a problem for you, I really don't know what to tell you because, you know, and I can't help that he's a cancer patient, you know what I'm saying? But I have a heart, so I want to go see him. So if me visiting him is an issue for some of you guys, I really don't know what to tell you because that's my grandfather. So, I'm sorry. I've lost way too many people in my life and I want to see him as much as I can because who knows? Anything could happen, and I know that he's a fighter and I know that he's going to win this battle, but who knows? You know? And I just don't have the mental capacity to argue with people. So if I get any type of message like that, I'll either ignore it. Maybe I'll mute you so I don't get your notifications, or I'll just block you for the time being, and then I'll unblock you when I'm home. That's usually what I do because I'm just trying to when I'm trying to focus, it's kind of annoying when people blow you up. It's hard, but I'm getting through this for him. And I get that you care, but the problem is that if I don't reply to you, you get mad at me. Like you can't accept that I'm busy. And that's what irritates me, is because I'm not always glued to my phone. I have a life. Like I'm not trying to be rude, but like I'm not always like I'm not glued to my phone 24/7. You know what I'm saying? I sleep. I go to class. I visit my grandfather who's been sick for weeks, who has cancer. I understand that you're trying to help, but what you also have to realize is that I'm not always going to be available 24/7 because life happens. You know what I'm saying? And right now, like I just want to relax and I just want to get this stress out of my system, and I just want to like visit him and make sure that he's okay and that he's comfortable, you know? Oncology. My head is so fucked up. I couldn't think straight. I left school. I couldn't find my house key. I forgot to close my dog's doggy door. Like I was just so fucked up. I left my glasses at home. Like my head is just so fucked up. What? I'm suddenly very confused because this person, you're gonna have to. I'm not saying that I believe this person, but I'm gonna have to ask you to explain this to me. This person in the video said that you also use that girl's account, this new name. But that's interesting to me that, like, how did he get a picture with you two in a chat, like in a live chat? How did he get a picture of you two in a live chat? I'm confused, bro. Hold on. Is that mine? Like, are these from my live or is this from someone else's live? Because if it's from someone else's live, I have questions. How does he know this though? He's literally saying everything that you're doing. Like, how does he know this? That you add people on YouTube message, and then you don't talk in a live stream, and then you delete people. How does this person know that? Does he stalk you? Because that's the type of detail that you can't fake. Like, yeah, but you delete everybody. You don't just delete the creeps. Like people will literally come in and say hey, and you delete them. You did once, and I actually undeleted them. Because what I do is every person that you delete, I read their messages to see if they're really being a creep. And if they're not being a creep, then I just add them back. Oh, okay. Yeah, but you're always in a live with that girl. And I remember I told you I thought that girl was you, and now I'm
Your parents
confused.
will know that it's not your fault and that you were tricked, and your parents will be very proud of you for telling them. So, what kind of dares do they ask, and why do they ask them? Show your feet, or do the scrunch challenge. They will often say to do it for 30 seconds or longer. A lot of pedophiles like little kids' feet. They like them too much.
Someone's doing a
They
live
like
on
them
how
in a
to find
very
pedophiles
naughty
on
way that
YouTube.
is not normal. They will try to trick you by saying it's a silly or fun challenge, but to them, it's not funny. They only like it because it makes them think about naughty things. Do a handstand or do a handstand for 30 seconds. Do cartwheels or a handstand. They tell you to do this because they want to see your shirt flip up so they can see your bra, underwear, or private parts. This is the same reason why they ask you to put on a skirt, dress, or shorts. Stick out your tongue for 30 seconds, or stick out your tongue and move it around. The reason why they say that is because it makes them think about doing naughty things and bad touches. Cover your mouth and try to scream.
No
These guys are the type of stranger
way.
dangers our parents warn us about. They like
The
to think
names
about
in the
kidnapping children
description
and
are
get
Take Two
excited thinking
Downtown,
about it.
Donna, Jenny, The Real
Free
Me, and the new
slime
name.
giveaway. This is a trick so they can get your
This new
address so
name.
they will know how to find you. Pull your pants up really far. They want to see the outline of your private parts. Ugh. Do yoga poses. Certain poses like back bends or splits lets them get a good view of certain body parts and it makes them think about bad touches. Put an object in your mouth or lick an object, or just sit on an object and bounce up and down. This gets them excited and makes them think about bad touches. They will also ask for things like your Snapchat, Skype, phone number, or Instagram info so that they can talk to you privately. This is where they will put a lot of pressure on you to do things you don't want to do. Never give up that info. They'll also offer to promote you or get you more followers. This is a trick to lure you into doing bad things for them. They might trick you and act like another kid and ask you what school you go to. Never give them any information about where you live or go to the school you go to, especially if they ask about when your parents are at work and when you're home alone. Not everyone is a pedophile, but there are a lot of them on YouTube. They all search for live streams of kids and will always be trying to talk to them and trying to trick them. A lot of times your live stream will be full of them. Pedophiles are usually the first to request a dare or challenge. If a dare or challenge seems odd or involves showing your body, a pose, or your clothing, or putting anything between your legs, say no. And just report and block them right away and tell your parents. And remember, never be afraid to tell your parents if someone gives you a bad feeling or you feel like you were tricked. Your parents are there to protect you. Your parents know that pedophiles are smart and sneaky, and they know it's never your fault if you were tricked. If you ever have any questions about any of this, please talk to your parents. They want to teach you how to be safe, and they will be happy and proud that you are coming to them for guidance. So I know you probably have some questions about.
I'm subscribing to this person. Superman, your name's on this list. I'm confused. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that I believe them over you, but I'm just confused. Because I thought that I don't understand. You're associated. No, I'm just subbing to them because I want to watch their videos. But what's confusing me is that you're associated with that 11-year-old girl. So I'm not saying that I believe them over you, but that's interesting. You're telling me that all these people watched my live and saw you and her and made videos on it. So how do they know about you and her? Uh, anyway, I'm not even gonna try to figure it out. I'm so tired. I think I'm just gonna rest. I didn't go to bed till 1:30 in the morning and I'm tired. I don't believe them just because I sub to them. I believe them. What the fuck? Hi, Arby. I don't know you, so okay. Well, that's you. I'm not you, so don't compare me to you. I can't help it. I'm stressed. I've been in a hospital for 2 days. In and out of a hospital for 2 days. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I've said this like 30 times already. I'm stressed. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be sad. I'm filled with emotions right now. So, yes, I'm going to raise my voice. I can't help it. Just like how you told me that you think your friend killed herself. Imagine if I was doing the same thing to you that you're doing to me while you're trying to cope with your lost friend. I still got my hospital sticker on and shit. Oh my God. I get that. I get that you tried to help me, and I thank you for that. I'm just so stressed and I'm so tired, and I can't think straight. Like, I'm just so stressed out, and I have a party to go to like literally today, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I'm gonna go and be a Debbie Downer because I'm so sad and so stressed, and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Why am I stressed? My grandpa has been sick for like weeks, and yesterday he was admitted to the hospital, and I found out that he has cancer. So now he's in the cancer unit, the oncology unit at the hospital, because he has this tumor in where his esophagus ends and his stomach begins. There's a tumor, and it's preventing him from being able to eat. So every time he eats, he throws up. So now he's like really skinny and weak, and he can't do anything, which is why we put him in the hospital because he can't eat, he can't do anything. And so now now he has cancer, and he had cancer in the past. So now he has cancer again, and it's like so stressful because it's like, I know he's a fighter and he's gonna win this battle, but like I just worry about him. You can block the creeps, but like if they're not saying anything creepy, then don't block them. You know what I'm saying? Hi, blue skies. I'm 21. Yeah, I know. I'm 21. Oh, thank you, born in the USA. You're from Europe? That's hella cool. Yeah, I thanked him because he said sorry to hear about my grandfather. Is that a fucking problem? Someone's apologizing for my sick grandfather having cancer. What the fuck? I can't. I literally can't right now. I can't. Like it has nothing to do with the video that he made about you. If someone comes up to me and says, I'm sorry about your grandfather, I'm gonna say, like, thank you. It doesn't matter who the fuck they are. They could be the Grim Reaper. That's respect right there. Someone I don't know saying that. What do you mean you're gonna miss me? I'm not leaving you. This man, this is what I'm talking about. Like, he flips all my words and it fucking irritates me. He takes everything I say and he flips it. And that is why, like he's part of my stress. Because not only do I have to worry about my sick grandfather, I have to make sure that what I'm saying can't be twisted. Because he twists everything I say. See, I will follow what my friend did now. Bye forever, Lisa. I'm sorry I lost you. How did you lose me? I never said I was gonna leave you. Did those words come out my mouth? Like, I can't, bro. I can't do this right now, bro. I really can't. Really cannot. Because at Born in the USA made a video about him because it allegedly, I'm not going to say that he is one because he hasn't done anything like creepy with me, so I'm not going to say that he's a creep, but allegedly um this man has fake accounts that he uses to talk to kids on YouTube, and he like tells them to do dares, and he like deletes everyone's messages. There he goes right now, deleting everyone's messages. So he made a video about Superman. As you can see, he's deleting people's messages. He made a video about Superman talking to kids, and he uses these fake accounts. And one of the accounts that he mentioned was actually messaging me as an 11-year-old girl, asking me questions about boobs. So that kind of disturbed me a little bit because, you know, as an adult, obviously, I like to help people out. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's kids out there that don't have like a mom. So like, you know, I get that. But like, you know, I don't know. Who knows? You know? So that's why he's mad at me for saying thank you to him, because that man made a video about him. So he's so offended. I don't understand what's so offensive about it. Like, I'm not comparing you to nobody. Who did I compare you to? I never said you sent that message. Yo, this man does not speak English to save his life. I said allegedly, which means that you're being accused of it. It doesn't mean that you actually did it. I'm just saying that that's what he said. And I'm just saying what the 11-year-old girl said to me. I didn't say you said it. Neither do. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I cannot. I have to. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. I'm done. This is stupid as fuck. I should not have to say things 10,000 fucking times for someone to get it. I don't say anything allegedly about you either. Someone asked why you don't like Born in the USA, so I was telling them why. I was not talking shit. I was telling them what I saw in the video and what this person was saying about you. I was not accusing you of nothing. Do not get me fucked up, because I'm not in the mood. Well, at first, it didn't really bother me because I get a lot of spam on my lives. People come on and they talk stupid, calling me fat and shit, trying to fight me. So at first I didn't really care that he was blocking people because I get a lot of spam. But then what started happening is that people started joining, telling me, trying to tell me stuff about him, and he would delete it before I could read it. And I didn't think much of it. But then it's like I never heard about him before, and now all of a sudden he's like my moderator, and now everybody's hopping on, and it's like, you know. But I'm not accusing him of nothing. But I don't understand, if they want to attack you, then why don't they just attack you personally? Why are they coming on people's lives? Like, don't you guys have Google Hangouts? Can't you just message him yourself? Yeah, I know. I know he is actually. Yeah, I know. I know. I do. I actually block a lot of people myself. But in the beginning, he was just blocking spam, and then I actually noticed yesterday someone actually messaged, and I don't know if it'll show in like the replay. Probably not because he deleted it, but he deleted the message. But someone actually said like, "Hi, hey, how are you?" And they got deleted. So I went and I like undeleted them because they didn't say anything bad. Like I can still see what they're saying even though he deletes them, which I think is funny. Which is why I don't know why he's deleting them because I can still see them. So if he's trying to hide something from me, deleting them is not going to work because I can still see it. It's my channel. But I read all the messages that get deleted. So and he just puts you on timeout for 300 seconds. I'm going to view all the deleted messages and read them out loud because I can't stand people that delete messages anyway. Yeah, I know. I know. I actually don't really need a moderator, to be honest. I mean, I don't care. I don't mind having a moderator, but like, I don't I don't know. I've noticed that the spam people, they come at random times. Sometimes I'll have days where no one comes, and it's like, okay. And then I'll have days where everybody hops on and everybody has something to say. And then I'll have days where it's, I don't know. And I just remove them myself. But I didn't think much of Superman. I don't personally, I've been talking to him and he hasn't said anything like creepy or anything to me. Um, Other than the random deleting. Um, he hasn't done anything creepy to me, he hasn't said anything creepy to me, so I can't sit here and say that he's creepy because he's not doing anything creepy. But the one issue that I did have that I did tell him was that he kind of gets very demanding and very needy. But other than that, you know, thank you. Thank you, person I don't know. Um, you're saying I don't deserve friends if I treat people like that? Is that what you're saying? That you're saying that to me, or are you saying that to Superman? I honestly, I knew it. I knew it from the jump because my shit never gets reported. I don't do shit. Like I don't do anything inappropriate. And like the other day, he was on my live and he was messaging me on Facebook like people are reporting, and I'm like, why would they report? I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, that's kind of weird because I don't do anything. So why would they start reporting me now? Like I know I have haters, but they're not my haters aren't stupid. They're not gonna report me if I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? No one is telling me what to do. I'm so confused. Like, why is this all happening now? Anyway, I think I'm gonna go because I just need to rest. I'm tired and I'm stressed out, and I have to get ready for this party that I'm going to. I'm not in a group chat with nobody. Um, So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'm just going to relax and rest. Um, where is this group chat, if you don't mind me asking? Because I was not aware that I was in a group chat. So can you tell me where this group chat is located? Um, yeah, I'm gonna go. Wait, I'm so confused. My channel is over if I believe who? I'm so confused right now, bro. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna end this right here because I'm just not really in a good mood to be in this drama right now. I'm just not really mentally stable and ready to be fighting with people on YouTube. Like, I'm just not really at a good point in my life right now to be sitting here and worrying about people that I don't know. If I believe Born and Inspector, um, so you're saying that Superman is a good person and he's not a pedophile, and you're saying that if I believe Born in them, see, I'm hearing two different things. Someone is telling me that if I remove Superman, like someone told me that Superman is the reason that my channel is getting reported, and now you're saying that if I don't, that if I do remove him, that my channel will get reported. Oh, okay, okay. I was so confused because I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna go and just rest because I'm really stressed out right now and I just don't need this. So I will see you guys in the next live, and let him report. I'm not even doing anything. Haven't you guys noticed that if you report me and I'm not doing anything, that I think is gonna happen? Like, you guys do realize that they have to come and see for themselves. You can't just report it. They're gonna come watch my shit to see if I'm really being bad. And if I really am, then they're gonna remove me. So anyway, I'm gonna end this here and I'm gonna go rest. I've had a long day. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go. Like, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. I don't know when the next one will be, because I'm just really stressed out right now. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. Maybe in a couple days from now. Because I don't have class on Monday, so I have a 3-day weekend, and then Tuesday and Wednesday are my last 2 days of class, and then I'm on spring break or summer break, and then yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go. So yeah, I'll probably give you guys an update in a couple days on how my grandfather is doing. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Deuces.